In less than 5 minutes, we're going to run our very first Docker container. No complicated setup, no advanced coding. All we need right now is one command, and you'll have your first container running. So let's do it. In the last video, we learned about what Docker is and why it's different from virtual machines. But now it's time to stop talking about Docker and start using it. Today you'll learn how to install Docker, what Docker Hub is, how to run your first container, and how Docker automatically downloads images for you. By the end of this video, you'll officially become a Docker user. To download Docker, head over to Docker's website and download Docker Desktop. Docker Desktop is the easiest way to use Docker on Windows and Mac. Once you have it installed, open and wait for Docker to finish starting up. You should see a little Docker whale icon, which means everything is running correctly. To make sure Docker is installed, open your terminal and type docker version. If you see a version number, then Docker is installed and ready to use. Before we run a container, we need something called an image. Think of an image like a recipe. It contains everything needed to make a container. But where do these images come from? That's where Docker Hub comes in. Docker Hub is like an app store for Docker images. Thousands of developers publish images there, and anyone can download and use them. Let's run our first container. So type this command, docker run hello world, then press enter. Docker checked your computer and saw that you don't have a hello world image. So Docker automatically downloaded it from Docker Hub. Then it finally created a container from that image. Finally, it printed a success message. This all happened with a single command. Think about that for a second. You downloaded software from the internet, created an isolated environment, and ran it with one command. Let's understand what happened. The command docker hello world has two parts. Docker run creates and starts a new container, and hello world is the image we want to use. Docker does the rest automatically. Let's try something different now. This time, type docker run ginks. Docker downloads the ginks image and starts a web server inside a container. But if you try to open the browser right now, you won't see anything. This is because we haven't exposed the container to any ports yet. To fix this, stop the container and run docker/p 8080 column 80 ginks. Now, if you open your browser and go to localhost 8080, you'll see the Linux welcome page. You just launched an entire web in seconds. Think about what just happened. We didn't install a web server manually. We didn't configure anything. We didn't download a bunch of files. Docker handled everything, which is why developers love using it. Running software becomes incredibly easy. Here's an example of using images. I created an image using my Python programs from GitHub. It's designed so that when I type a specific Python file that I have made, it runs the file without having to use code editors. All of the code runs from the terminal. This is only a tiny fraction of what Docker can do. Today you learned how to install Docker, how Docker images work, and how to run your first container. You even launched your own web server. That's a huge milestone in your Docker journey. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to CoderBryan because in the next video, we're going to learn Docker commands that every beginner needs to know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.